Mm. What's up? Long time no see. What? 5 days? No. It's for me. I'm 7. I'm just gonna open my blinds up and get my day started here. My skin is breaking out a little. And of course, I look like crap. So I figured let's come on YouTube. I just want to do my weekly health life update, half-hour check-in, whatever. It's almost like therapy sometimes. With really mean bully therapists sometimes coming in my page. That's okay. Did they tell the truth? I don't know. Anyway, I just got done working out. I've been upping. Me and my husband both are on like a wellness journey lately. And those who follow me know I've been on one. I say as I'm eating my fried chicken, but only a little bit. But I just got done working out. I've been doing 2 miles instead of like a mile and a half or whatever. 2 miles on the treadmill, and I'm running now. I'm not just walking. And the 10-minute weight exercise afterwards, non-negotiable. I've been doing that. I've started on my supplements, but too early to tell. But been doing a Lonnie workout, which I feel a little bit, but not too much because I have such a caffeine tolerance. And I started on this for my PCOS. This and berberine, like, are 2 things I kept coming across. Trying to do my own research because I feel like I'm not really getting a lot of help from my doctor or whatever. So I'm doing my own, and I will let you guys know how it works. I'm from the United States. So basically, you're supposed to do a scoop of this a day. And I've been taking 1 berberine pill. Now, I'm not saying anybody else should do this. This is my own personal journey. If you have PCOS, though, you might be able to relate. You can take 2 berberine, it says. But I'm starting off slow because my body is sensitive to medicine. And I just think in general, slow is the way to go with health stuff. Hello. So, and it's hard to tell, but I feel like I do have a little more energy, and it's hard to say. Is it from the working out harder? Is it from the supplements? I'm not sure. I haven't lost weight, but I feel like I've been gaining muscle, which muscle weighs more than fat. Thank you. I'm also a huge animal lover, by the way. When I say huge, I mean, I just donated money I don't have again to some, like, friggin' horrible video that came up on my Facebook about animals being tested on. So my weight, I'm a little overweight I'm only 5 feet. I'm not even really 5 feet. I'm like 4'11 and 3/4. Am I a little overweight according to the BMI? Yes. But my doctor's like, don't worry about it. But I'm worried about it because I don't want to be overweight. I've had 5 pregnancies. And between the 5 pregnancies and aging, I think I'm perimenopausal. I don't know though. But anyway, I'm gonna say I don't really love the taste of the supplement. I'm sorry, the peach. But I feel like all the supplements, like even the Lonnie, they all taste the same. They got like a little weird aftertaste, but I'd probably rather do that than pills because I'm already taking the berberine pills and I suck at swallowing pills. At least this way I get water in. Thank you. I hope so. It's very hard with PCOS. I have 3 things. My age going against me. I'm not even 5 feet tall, and PCOS. So I am doing whatever I can do for my own research and seeing if it, and at a certain point, if this doesn't work, I'm going to advocate that I go see an endocrinologist. Whether my doctor will agree or not, I don't know. But she did prescribe at least something to help with my migraines because they've been bad. I don't want to say I get them a lot, but when I get them, they're just so severe and they last like 3 days. Yeah, I do cardio, but they say cardio helps. I think especially, I don't know, the research is mixed with PCOS, whether you should be walking or doing high intensity, because high intensity cardio can spike cortisol, which cortisol is not good for PCOS. It's not good for, cortisol usually isn't good for if you have a lot of autoimmune, which, hello, that's me. So, but I tried doing the walking. I was doing the walking for like a year, not getting results. Other than I think it sped up my metabolism a little bit, but I wasn't getting the results I wanted. So I've started adding a little bit of HIIT, but not crazy. And I feel like that's okay. If your heart rate isn't, if it's not causing cardiac issues, I think HIIT workouts can be beneficial with PCOS if you're doing it like in moderation. You're not doing it for 3 hours, right? You're only doing it I do 30 minutes a day if I do it. And I think that's fine. I've been doing it most of my life, and I think it's helped me. I stopped for a while because I was just like, let me just try walking. Well, walking isn't enough when you have PCOS, you're almost 40, you've had 5 blah, blah, blah. No, I don't. Thank goodness I do not. I don't have any that I know of. Sometimes I can have the only problem I've had, which is probably more common than most people even know, is sometimes I get a little bit of arrhythmias. Nothing like no AFib, nothing like that. But if I take too much caffeine and I go too hard working out, that's why I track my heart rate. I can go into like a little bit of fluttering, and I can feel it. Some people can't tell. I can tell. So And I do drink a lot of caffeine, so I have to be careful. So like with the pre-workout, I only do half a scoop. And I try to limit the caffeine. Like, this is coffee talk, okay? I need caffeine for my ADHD and to survive. I'm a nurse. I've got a little toddler. But I'm not sitting here chugging energy drinks like no offense, I see some people doing it. Like, that wouldn't be good for me because I know I can get those. I'm a tiny person. Like, if you're tiny, like little, and you probably shouldn't be doing tons of energy drinks. Now, if I don't, everybody's different, but I get them, especially from, so I more so drink coffee. Oh, probably, I believe it because caffeine is like a diuretic, so you gotta make sure drinking your water. Make sure you're getting hydrated. What is it, honey? Oh, okay. It's okay, Slash.
It's okay. Don't hurt us.
So I'm doing all the things. I'm doing the portion control. I'm trying to eat more protein. Animal lovers, yes. I love animals. They're so, what you see is what you get, unlike humans. They're so pure-hearted. You get what, like, how you treat them, I feel like, is what you get in return. I just love animals. They're so pure-hearted. If you don't like animals, get off my page. That's a red flag. That's a red flag for me. Because the only people I've met who don't like animals, usually it's like, I don't like you. Get away. Like, I had a professor once who tried to tell the class. I did not like this professor, if you can't tell. Tried to tell the class that argued for like 20 minutes that animals don't have feelings. Mind you, we're all young and impressionable, but I've always been opinionated, so I was like, no, I don't think so, sweetheart. I should have raised my hand and been like, you're a liar. But I didn't. But I wish I could. I wish I could be in that class today to walk out or whatever. Or like to wave my little PETA flag or something when she starts that spiel. She was a professor of knowing nothing and pretending to know it all. Oops, did I say that out loud? I don't care. I wonder if she's still teaching today, because she was also a very nasty person, in my opinion. She was. In general, it wasn't just that. So, yeah. That's how I feel about her. In case you guys were wondering. Hope she's retired. And not scaring more young people, saying animals don't have feelings. I think she didn't have. Never mind. So basically, I'm back to almost square one, I feel like, with my fitness journey. Like, this is what I was doing before, but the problem with and I did lose weight. I did lose a ton of weight. I did this after I was pregnant with my daughter, and I lost, like, all the baby weight. Plus, you lose weight anyway from, like, breastfeeding and running around and the stress of moving cross country that we did at the time. You know, just all the normal things. All normal things first-time mothers choose to do. Like, what was I thinking? Anyway. Oh, and I went back to school when she was in. But, oh my gosh. in hindsight, right? But basically, I did everything I'm doing now after I had her and I lost all the baby weight. But was I younger then? Yes, I was younger, and I was doing it unhealthy because I was also taking ADHD medications at the time, and I wasn't realizing how badly it was affecting my appetite, which is why I got off of them, even though they work wonders in some ways for ADHD. There's nothing comes close to ADHD meds, my opinion. I've done all the lion's mane and this and that, and I work out, and I've done this thing. Okay, nothing replicates. But with meds comes side effects, right? Which is also why I don't want to be on necessarily diabetes medicine yet. At this point, I'm trying the supplements because I hate side effects. So because of that, but I wasn't losing weight in a healthy. I lost weight way too fast. Was not getting enough nutrition. My hair was like falling out. Yeah, I looked thinner. I looked great, but like my skin was real dry. My hair was falling out. My nails weren't. They were like brittle, and so I got off them. Got pregnant a bunch more times. Gained that weight back and then some. And now here we are trying to get back to. So I've upped my routine almost like how I used to do fitness wise, but I'm making sure I'm getting in the calories and protein that I wasn't before. And if I'm rambling, I'm sorry. This is my weekly check-in, and I just worked the last 2 days. I'm exhausted. Very busy. Very busy, very draining shifts. So I am, and I worked out. So I don't know how, but I know how. I listen to hip hop music, which is my favorite, and like Cardi B's new album. I haven't listened to Taylor's yet, but Cardi B's new album, if you like hip hop, that, and I've recently started watching I Love Thy Nader. It's a reality show. It's pretty good. It's kind of like they're trying to be the next Kardashians. Whatever. But is it entertaining? Yes. Do I love reality garbage? Yes. It checks all the boxes. It's on Hulu. So today we're just gonna clean because I'm tired. Just trying to clean. I gotta do something to get my little one out of the house to get her moving. But Daisy had busy days. She was doing gymnastics. She did dance. I came home. She was passed out already when I came home last night on the couch in not a comfortable position in her ballet because she was so tired. She's had a busy. You gotta keep the kids busy, you know what I mean? But they need a break sometimes too, like us, like adults. How's everybody's Wednesday morning going? I feel like while my weight might not be showing, I'm starting to see it in my face because I'm building muscle and all this, but in my face, I feel like, unfortunately, when I start working out more, I look a little, you lose some of the fat, and oh well, I still look good for my age. which is why all the celebrities do fillers and stuff. I don't want to do any of that. I did Botox, but you start messing with fillers, it's like, come on. It always looks weird. I'm sorry, I think it looks weird. Because eventually it like starts dissolving and migrating and... I want to watch, everybody's talking about that Ed Gein thing on Netflix. I want to see what that's about. I do, but I don't. It sounds very dark, but I've heard it was good. I read about that guy, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And supposedly a lot of it's based on speculation, because they don't know because it was so long ago. But I've heard, and I saw a clip, and I'm like, ooh, that is good. The clip I saw. Plus, it's got it's got a couple really good actors, and I bet it is good. I bet it is. Thank you. I want to make, my plan too is we're going to make Muddy Buddies. Muddy Buddies, people in Lancaster call it puppy chow. I always called it Muddy Buddies. Whatever. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You make it with rice checks. Yes, we went with the cheap brand. The cheap brand, because the actual rice checks, it was like a huge box. And I'm like, I don't think I need that much. Because I try to stay away from carbs. So I just want to do this just as a baking thing to do with Daisy. Not like, oh, I want to eat all the cereal. Because I don't do that. I can't do that anymore. Because my lovely PCOS and everything else. And I was talking to somebody, they have diabetes, and I was asking them, like, what meds, because I hate metformin. They always put me on metformin. I always get so sick. Hate it. I know it works, and I know it does, because it gives me immediate side effects, but it makes me so sick. They said they've tried glipizide, and that didn't make them sick, I guess, but I've heard... They said it wasn't that effective, though, either. So, I don't know. So far, I've not been getting sick from the berberine or the inositol thing. But I'm like, is it working, though? Is it working? I don't know. But time will tell. I usually can tell when my sugar is getting a little low because I get extremely irritable. Extremely. And I get like anxious and shaky, so. Hello. I feel like that's one good thing about me. Although I didn't always love it. But one good thing about me, take it as a blessing or a curse, my body's very in tune with how my body feels. I've always been like that. So I can tell usually when something's off. sometimes my body overreacts. Like I think I'm hypoglycemic, but I've checked my sugar. I think I've reacted, and it wasn't that low, but maybe it's low for me in a way is because I'm used to it being so high. That's why I'm trying to do this like process slowly so that I don't get too anxious or whatever. Hello, welcome in. Gotta start planning Daisy's party out here soon for her birthday's coming up. We already started planning the holidays, which that's always a lot. We have 2 families, which is a blessing, but you gotta like arrange everything. Plus I work a lot of holidays, so but I think we got that figured out. This year we're not doing like most years since we've been back home. We've been kind of like running back and forth between both houses on holidays, which isn't always easy because my family lives like an hour and a half away, so it's a lot to do in one day for us. For Daisy gets overstimulated, overly tired. So this year we're only doing like, we're picking one or the other for each holiday. Plus I have to work one, so hopefully it's a little less, and like, just less, you know what I mean? Just like, I don't know, just less hectic. We'll see how that goes. Are we gonna miss out on some stuff? Yeah, but I'm gonna have to miss out on some stuff anyway because of my work schedule. So in a way it works out. We'll see how that goes. It's a bummer because I'm not gonna see my family probably for the one holiday, and I'll see his family, but probably not my family. But I see them anyway. Like I'll see them Thanksgiving, and I come, like my mom hosts a lot of stuff at her house, so, and she comes to see Daisy, so I'm sure I'll see her. But you know, my mom's getting older. My dad's already passed away. Makes you realize, like, I only have so much time, you know. You only have so much time with people. You think you have forever, but you really don't. Especially so much, like, I always thought my dad would be around forever. My dad has passed away, number one. And number two, I thought, oh, he'll be healthy. You really don't know when your health's gonna go, especially if you don't take care of yourself, but just sometimes the way life goes, you can get cancer, you can get an incurable disease. You just like, you really don't know, right? So unfortunately, I only got 19 years with my dad where he was healthy, walkie-talkie, and then the rest of it, the other 17 years, he was chronically disabled, chronically ill, chronically in and out of the ICU. You know what I mean? So I can't take things like that for granted, that my mom's in good health. Like, you never know when something can happen, especially as people get older. You know? As I get older, who knows? Like, Who knows? I try to take the best care of myself, but even me, I've got stuff now. And I've had stuff, I think, since I've been in my 20s, probably. Based on lab work, just because it wasn't diagnosed till like my late 20s. I think I've had it probably for several years before it was even diagnosed, to be honest. You know, it takes forever to get things diagnosed sometimes, especially autoimmune things. You really got to advocate for yourself if you've got autoimmune things going on. I feel like autoimmune things are hard to understand, even for professionals, and especially if you don't have one, you don't know what it's like, and can I say it's crappy sometimes? Because I feel like it is. It's under-researched, it's understood, it's everything. It affects so many things. I was talking to my sister-in-law about this, and she's like, yeah, it's just like my immune system's way overactive. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like that's some of it too. It's just like, I want to say I have a good immune system, but I feel like it overreacts, and that causes issues in and of itself. Like the inflammation, I feel like people with autoimmune have increased risks for inflammation. For when I get sick, I feel like my body overreacts, and then it becomes a vicious cycle, and sometimes it's like sending too much inflammation and too much, and then I feel like that wears my body out, and then you get sick from that. Like it's a whole thing. So it's really good to just have a normal immune system. Like you don't want to have, I feel like, either an overactive or an underactive. And I feel like I have an overactive. And she's like, yeah, I feel the same way. That's why, like, when we get sick, I feel like we don't just heal. It, like, takes a while because your body just so overreact. Like, either one, I feel like, is not good. It's not good. Also, when you have autoimmune things, let me rant about it. We've got autoimmune things going on. I feel like we burn ourselves out because we're like, I feel good today. I don't have a migraine or whatever it is. So I'm going to do all the things all at once. Well, that can get you sick because you burn yourself out. You know what I mean? So I feel for people going through anything autoimmune because I deal with it and it stinks. Can I say that? It stinks. And I hope my daughter doesn't have it, but I don't know. All I can do is tell her to take the best care of herself, to try to stave it off as long as she can. And even if she does develop it, that she doesn't get so many repercussions from it. Okay. The bad part too is like my supplement things. Why do they look so similar? I almost took pre-workout. This is dangerous, especially for ADHD people. I almost took, look at how similar these two look. They're like the same height. They have the same like scoopers. I almost took pre-workout at night by accident so I'm trying to put them in two different spots so I don't mix them up. And then another thing, like sometimes I'm like, did I take the berberine? Like I can't remember. So I just stop if I can't remember. So I have my health problems, then I have ADHD, and they like compound each other. So that's great. But anyway, but whatever. I'm pretty much healthy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be complaining. I'm just ranting a little bit. If anybody has autoimmune stuff, I'm sure they can relate to what I'm saying. But I'm young, I'm pretty healthy, and just learning things along the way and just trying to share them. So I hope this helps somebody out there dealing with similar things. And let me tell you something. I feel like they're not researching this PCOS enough. They're not. And they're blaming it all on people being overweight. That's not true because I've had the lean PCOS like my whole life. Granted, I'm now a little more overweight, but I've had PCOS for years and years. And even when I was underweight, so it doesn't matter. And all my siblings ate the same as me, have similar body types, like similar, they all have ADHD, and none of them have developed it except for me. So tell me that there isn't a gene mutation that got turned on for me. Tell me there isn't. So there's something to do with genes with PCOS, and I will say that till, like, you cannot tell me that there isn't a gene component to this. You cannot tell me. But because they write it off as like it's a lifestyle thing when it's not. They don't research it. They don't, because it's they blame it on obesity and they blame it as like a woman's issue. Who cares? I care. Millions of women out there care who have the same thing. I was trying to get into a research study for this, but I couldn't get the link to work. Because we need to do research. We need to get women with PCOS in these studies. I gotta look into it because it's time. Anyways, that's my little life update. I bought these from a TikTok shop. I'm gonna try to sell them because, well, one, my reselling's been down because I haven't been posting. But two, like, these just hurt my hair. They like pull it. I think because my hair is not thick enough. I think this is great if you have longer, thicker hair. But for somebody like me who has a lot of thin hair, it's just like snagging and pulling. I like how they look. And I like how it doesn't stick out in the back. But they're just not for me. So, anyway. All right, well, thanks for doing the dishes with me. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and I don't know. Okay. Thanks for listening to me rant about, you guessed it, PCOS. Okay, bye, guys. Bye. Have a fantastic week.